Oh, yes. Just looking at this Constitution, yes. This thought of incarcerating citizens in mental institutions to cover up the crime of kidnapping and violating my son's rights to life, liberty, and property. Yeah. In Section 8, yes, they have what's called to make rules for the government and regulation of the land and naval forces, Clause 14. Yeah. Then there's Clause 16, yeah, 15, to provide for calling forth the militia to execute the laws of the Union, suppress insurrections, and repel invasions. Yes. Now, this Congress hasn't done much of anything about this situation. I'm sitting here on Christmas Day, and I had emailed those in Congress. They thought, well, it's not my jurisdiction. Yeah, I can have them put in prison for treason. Oh, and for every general and admiral that thinks that this Bill of Rights, yes, that whole Military Justice Act of 1968, yeah, they are actually obligated to protect the citizens and the laws. These laws that you say that you don't have to enforce. Yeah. Now, there's section 2, officers of the state or the members of denied to any male inhabitants being 21 years of age, citizens of the United States. Now, my son's voting while they're juniors in high school? Yes. Even though they're going to be 18. How many juniors? In fact, give me the voting record of all of those of selective service. Yeah. That were juniors in high school at the time. Just go through all the voters, yeah, of the United States of America, where they were 18 years old, considered adults, yeah, and they were juniors in high school. Poo-poo. Now, voting usually happens after you get out of high school, yeah. And I know that violating the voting laws of the United States, because you don't want to enforce my rights as a father to jerk them out of that school district and obligate my son Zachary to get a GED by the time he's 17 and a half years old? Yes. So that when he's 18, he's eligible for military service and he can vote without being in high school. Pooch. Now, I'm just going to go through the actual voting records of every person in every high school, yeah, that was in high school at the time of their voting. I think you should actually be over the age of 18 and be out of high school or within 6 months of that. Poop, poop, poop. Now, these due process is a law and denied to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protections of the law. I only have 126 megabytes left on this SD card. Just give me all the voters of every election for the last 40 years and all the voting cards they signed while in high school, while being a junior. Yes, where they thought they should vote for the President of the United States because of being retarded by the superintendents of schools in every state of the United States. Now we could have some real lawsuits here, and I'm going to put some screen prints in the folder of the screen prints in my money folder. Yes, you might see them there in the next couple of hours. Then I thought I'd go eat. Yeah, because it's 6:13 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I just want to know if every voter of the United States of America, yeah, that voted, yeah, while being in high school. Yes. Now you might have been a dropout, okay? You might have thought, well, I'm really ahead of my. Now, no person shall be a senator or representative, civil or military, under the United States or under any state, who having previously taken an oath as a member of Congress or an officer of the United States, generals and admirals, no, or as a member of any state legislature or as an executive or judicial officer of any state, to support the Constitution of the United States, shall have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the same, or giving aid or comfort, yes, to sheriff's departments, police departments, which judges and county judiciaries, Supreme Court justices of each and every state of the United States. Now, it could be that you want to contact your congressperson, representatives, or senators that they might vote by two-thirds of each house to remove such disability of me having you sued right now. Oops. It seems like Congress doesn't do much. I think that the removal of every oath of office in every city, every county commissioners, every tribal government, yes, every state government, ooh, all the federal employees that are sworn oaths, yes, and then every military general or admiral, 1 to 4 stars that has been vetted by Congress, having them removed. They can all petition. Maybe the Supreme Court of the United States knows how do you get that disability removed of the rebellion? Yeah, insurrection, or giving aid or comfort to the sheriff's department right now. Let's call the Supreme Court of the United States of America and ask them, Pooch, when the laws of the United States are not